I'm a thriller girly through and through, but I decided to do something a little different and read a book that was not a thriller. Little warning, I am going to give spoilers as I talk about this book. So if you have not read Razorblade Tears by S.A Cosby and you don't want spoilers, you should probably not be watching this video. Don't be bad, because I told you so. Anyway, I've had Razorblade Tears on my TBR list. It is currently April of 2026. I have almost had it on my TBR for a year. I put it on my list June of 2025. It's April. You do the math. Anyway, I finally decided to pick it up. I just finished the book this morning, so it took me about 6 days. It would have been 5, but I was too tired to finish it last night. Anyway, I would just like to put out there that I read for personal connection. Like I said, I'm more of a thriller mystery type of book reader. Like, I stand for thrillers and mysteries and detective work and all of those types of books. But, you know, I heard about this book. It was on my list. I was like, okay, I'm going to do something a little different. Read the book. First of all, immediately triggered, because the book starts out with a detective coming to Ike's door saying, pretty much, your son is no longer here. Your son has been unalived in the head. Your son and his husband. That was triggering for me personally. I didn't cry, but it was triggering for me because my brother got in a car crash, and I also had detectives come to my door and tell me my brother was unalive due to the impact of the car crash. So that was trigger number 1 for me. I was like, oh. Mind you, it's my brother's only been gone 2 weeks, so I'm still going through the motions of grieving. So I was like, oh, okay. But again, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep reading the book. I'm reading the book. Great. And first of all, I love the characters in this book. And then towards the end, and actually in the middle of the book, towards the middle endish of the book, there is some speculation about Buddy Lee being sick. I can't remember if it was Buddy Lee's wife who brought it up or if it was his neighbor that brought it up. But anyway, at the end of the movie, they're standing off, you know, and Buddy Lee gets shot. And Ike is like, we got to get you to the hospital. We got to get you to the hospital. Come on. And Buddy Lee is like, no, it's not. He's coughing up blood. He's doing all this, that, and the third. And Ike is like, so you have cancer. So triggering for me because my mom passed away from brain cancer almost 2 years ago. So I'm like, this book is not for the faint of heart. Those were the only 2 moments that were kind of triggering for me. Overall, I really love this book. I actually, you know, got it from my public library. So I'm actually going to go to either wherever I find it the cheapest, okay? I'm going to buy it because I want to be able to reread that book. But I love the character development. The storyline was very solid. I love how it's about family. It's about 2 dads who are genuinely trying to understand why their sons were the way they were. Later coming to figure out it was never their sons that were the problem. They were born the way they were born for a reason. It was the dads who needed a change of heart. It was the dads who realized, okay, our sons are no longer here. And they just hated that it took them so long to figure out it doesn't matter who you love. It just matters that you have love around you, you know? So that just really, I was like, ah! Like, when I found out that Buddy Lee was not going to survive, I immediately just started bawling. And then I was like, it's the cancer, isn't it? And then Buddy Lee was like, do you think I'm going to see the boys wherever I'm going? And Ike was like, I hope so. That broke me down, baby. Broke me down. I was just bawling at that point. Like, I had to take like a 10-minute break before I finished the rest of the book. But the book was beautiful. S.A Cosby, mwah. You need your flowers, man. Like that. I'm going to be thinking about this book for a minute. Like this, when I tell, like, yeah. Anyway, that's my bookish review. If you have not already read it, you gotta read it. It's a beautiful book. Oh my gosh. I'm never going to get over this.